The first thing I want to do, before discussing which Saiyans we could see for Saiyan Day, is talk about which Saiyans I really don't think we're going to see for Saiyan Day, and I'll give my reasonings why. The first one is any form of Vegeta. The second one is any form of Dragon Ball Z Broly, and the third one is any form of Raditz. When it comes to Vegeta, he was literally the Saiyan Day character last year, and I just don't see them re-releasing another version of Vegeta. Especially when there's so many other Saiyans they could be focusing on. There is one instance, one Vegeta that I've been asking for a very long time, and I'll talk about it later in this video. I just don't think it's going to be a possibility for this year's Saiyan Day. And then next we have Dragon Ball Z Broly. I mean, maybe like a Broly and Paragus unit could be really cool. And I'm the biggest Broly fan you'll ever see, right? It's just since he's also relatively recent in terms of Saiyan Day scheduling and releases, I don't see him actually being a possibility. And last but not least here, we have physical Raditz, and not specifically a physical Raditz, but I just don't really see them releasing a Raditz character. Because he's definitely popular, but I wouldn't really say he's that popular to give him a big, Dokkan Fest moment for both Global and JP at the same time. He wouldn't even be a year old during Saiyan Day. Like, he's still, like 10, 11 months old. And then they know how well he performed, and by well I mean not so well at all. I don't think they take their chances by releasing yet another Raditz. So these three for me personally are off the table, which leaves us with quite a few other Saiyans and quite a few other really cool moments that we could see a new Saiyan character from. Now these are just some of the moments I would really like to see actually released in the game for Saiyan Day, but it's definitely not all of the great moments, so I would love for you to let me know what you personally would like to see. Let's actually hop into this video, and of course, if you want to join our road to 3 trillion subscribers before the end of the year, consider subscribing. I do appreciate all your love and support. Let's hop into this video. So, Saiyan Day. The first character I want to talk about is going to be a Battle of Gods Super Saiyan Goku. Now, he could start out as base, he could start out as God. I don't really care what it is, but all I'm saying is I want the line, I will not let you destroy my world. I want to see him, power up, go Super Saiyan, fly up into the sky with the beautiful animation. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. A Battle of Gods Goku, and then maybe go ahead and easy A, I don't know, LR Beerus and Whis, why not? I really feel like a Battle of Gods Goku is so due at this point. It's actually insane. So maybe he starts out as God Goku, right? We could definitely, let me actually pull this up. We could definitely use a really good, Dokkan Fest God. Do we have any, really good, just standalone God, besides the easy A God Goku? I'm talking like an actual, this guy needs an easy A. Actually, you know what? We have this God Goku, but drop a God Goku, and then easy A this guy, and then easy A this guy, and then easy A this guy, and then while you're at it, easy A this guy. That's free content, free easy A's. And then you can easy A this Beerus as well, right? You can easy A, where's the Whis? You can easy A this into Whis. You can, do you have an easy A? I don't think the AGO Whis, I said she, wow. He just has an awakening, right? Yeah, so no easy A for AGO Whis there. Give my boy Whis an easy A, this one specifically, and then maybe give this one an easy A, right, dude, there's so many Whis, maybe even this Beerus for an easy A. Dude, Battle of Gods can get a lot of love for sure. So all I'm saying is it would make sense for me personally if Battle of Gods Goku got an easy A, and then they just paid some respect to this scene, because this is just an amazing scene that they definitely should not disrespect any longer. Let me know if you agree. My second option here, though, is going to be a Dragon Ball Super Broly. Now, personally, he deserves an LR, and honestly, I would not be surprised if Saiyan Day this year was an LR, because both Global and JP are getting a Dokkan Festival in the beginning of March, so Saiyan Day could serve, technically, even though it isn't Part 2, it could serve as the Part 2 LR for both versions of the game, even though it isn't a Part 2 character to, Bardock or to the Super 17 that JP just got. But I really could see Saiyan Day this year being an LR instead of, an actual just regular Dokkan Fest. So give that slot to Dragon Ball Super Broly. It can just it can be like a standalone full power Broly. It could be Super Saiyan Broly, which I honestly wouldn't want. Maybe a base form Broly or a Wrathful Broly to link up with all these other Super Saiyan Brolys we currently have. But Dragon Ball Super Broly definitely deserves some love. He hasn't received like an actual really good legitimate character in a very long time. So let me know what you guys think. Definitely give him an EZA, which could be a great time now to link him up with this Broly who has recently received an EZA, right? And probably make this Broly look a lot better, right? Maybe Dragon Ball Super Broly is an equivalent to, you know, physical path to power Goku with the support that he gives, and maybe it could make this Broly even more of a, you know, main rotation or a character many people end up actually running, because I don't really see many people actually talking about this Broly. So I don't know, give him a little bit more love. That is my second, you know, idea for what they could possibly release for Saiyan Day. A third one, and somewhat popular opinion actually, is a King Vegeta. Now, I mean, I don't really have much to say about King Vegeta. It would be cool to have a Dokkan Fest of him. So for all those King Vegeta lovers, this is for you. Again, I don't really care about him too much, so it is what it is. If they do release him, hopefully he's broken beyond belief. Leader skill wise, I mean, I could definitely see something like Pure Saiyans and Space Traveling Warriors, maybe 3 key 170, and then extra 30% to Vegeta's family. Maybe, I don't know what they do honestly, but yeah, I just put this here for the King Vegeta lovers because I know for whatever reason this guy is definitely a popular pick for Saiyan Day. I will also mention this right now. I do not recommend, sorry. Actually, yeah, I don't really recommend anyone having their expectations up for Hybrid Saiyans dropping for this. I don't expect to see any Gohan or Gotenks or anything like that, because it's a Saiyan Day, not a Hybrid Saiyan Day. It's just a every character that has released for Saiyan Day has always been a pure Saiyan. So I'm going to say expect a pure Saiyan, not a Hybrid Saiyan for Saiyan Day. Okay, let's move on here. Next, I have Kaba pulled up here. Now, I believe, I mean, so this Kaba, right? I mean, at least to me, he is clearly from the fight with Vegeta, and that's definitely cool. But I personally would really like to see another Kaba from this moment, but more so of him actually transforming. So I pulled up this scene here because it's, you know, him just going crazy against Vegeta. But I really want to see the scene of Kaba base form, like a Dokkan Fest base form Kaba, who transforms, right, into Super Saiyan during his fight with Vegeta, or in the Tournament of Power where he went Super Saiyan 2. I think a Kaba character could be really, really cool. Or maybe a Kaba Kefla, a Kaba Kalen Caulifla character. So maybe all three of them will start out as base, and then when they transform, it's Kaba Caulifla, and then maybe even Berserk Kale. I don't know how that would actually work, but again, it's definitely a possibility for Saiyan Day, right? And a pretty decent Universe 6 buff, if you ask me. Maybe it puts Universe 6 back on the map. I don't know. But with that, right, let's say they do release a Universe 6. The reason why I like this idea is not only because of the potential uniqueness of a transforming Kaba to Super Saiyan 2 from Tournament of Power, or even maybe a Kaba, Kefla, Caulifla who all transform, but the Universe 6 buffs are very intriguing to me, right? S tier Kefla, I think we all agree, needs an EZA. I'm not going to say Tech Caulifla or S tier Kale need an EZA, but I'm not going to lie, them receiving an EZA would be very, very, very interesting. We can also finally give an Awakening and an EZA to the free-to-play Champa, to the free-to-play Vados, as well as the free-to-play hits, the SSR hit that's all the way down here, right? There's a single story event that has all three of those free-to-play characters, so seeing them, you know, get Awakenings and EZAs and buff this category could also be very, very good. Yeah, very good. Also, I could see EZAs for not Tech Kale and Caulifla, but what, yeah, sorry, LR Kale and Caulifla right here. LR Kale and Caulifla, I think it's definitely possible. Also an EZA for maybe Frost, or this physical Champa, or this int hit, or this Boda Magetta. Like, there's definitely a lot of buffs. Maybe even an Awakening for Sound Known Purina, right? So again, there's a lot they could actually do with this category here. a lot of potential buffs and EZAs. So getting something from Universe 6 definitely to me isn't really all that unlikely. And speaking of, I do have Khalifa pulled up here. I know we already have a character like this. I'm not saying this character specifically, but some form of Kale, some form of Khalifa, or just straight up like a Kefla character, right? Because if we're gonna have an LR, I think Kefla herself, not just like not a fuse. Again, we could get a fusing Kale and Khalifa maybe, but we already have that right here. I'm speaking of just a standalone LR Kefla. Maybe she transforms, maybe she doesn't. It could be like STR UI Goku, where he's just a standalone UI Goku, standalone Kefla, does her own thing, maybe no transformation. I don't really know, depends on how good she's gonna end up being, but sorry, you get my point, right? So standalone Kefla, standalone Super Saiyan 2 Kaba, standalone Super Saiyan Kaba, whatever. I think that Universe 6 definitely has some possibilities for some buffs here, but let's move on. I do have God Vegeta next. Now, when I say God Vegeta, I really honestly want a Vegeta who goes Super Saiyan against Broly in the movie. Dude, seeing this scene would be absolutely amazing as animated in Dokkan. Could you imagine this scene animated in Dokkan? And then, maybe after a few turns, like this could be his intro, right? And then after a few turns, we see God Vegeta pull up right here. This scene needs to be a thing, man. I'm telling you, again, I don't see Vegeta coming for Saiyan Day, honestly. However, I do want to pay respects to the scene because I've been wanting a Vegeta from this moment for a very long time, especially since, right, we have a standalone LR God Goku. So I think at some point we're going to need a standalone God Vegeta as well. I have, how many more options do I have here? Let's see. Okay, so let me just delete these two. I do have one more option here, and that's going to be, so we have Nappa slash Vegeta. We could theoretically get an LR Vegeta Nappa, which would definitely be a different name to this character. And then you can give this character an EZA, right? Because let's be honest. But what they could also do is drop a character like this, LR Vegeta and Nappa. Maybe the Cybermen are there, maybe not, but I could see Vegeta and Nappa being like a build-up unit, and then after a certain amount of turns they release the Cybermen, and then Cybermen just do a bunch of, like, I don't know, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say they start destroying the enemy because it's hard personally for me, it's hard to envision a Vegeta and Nappa character with Cybermen to be doing damage against someone like Dragon Ball Super Broly, right? Like in Red Zone. So I don't know, but it would be really cool in my opinion to see some Cybermen love, and the best way for that to happen would be alongside a new LR Vegeta or Dokkan Fest Vegeta and Nappa. So it would have a different name from this character here. It would give you a great opportunity to not only EZA this character, but maybe some other Saiyan Saga buffs, right? So maybe, I don't know, you give an EZA to this guy right here. I don't know. Maybe you give an EZA to this Tech Raditz right here. I don't think anyone would honestly have an issue with this Tech Raditz getting an EZA. So that's just, you know, my opinion there. Maybe giving some of these Yamchas, this AGL Yamcha, you know, an EZA, or this SSR Yamcha, an EZA. Again, you have a few EZA options here. Maybe version Z Goku gets an EZA. Interesting. Definitely possibility, but, you know, maybe even physical Krillin gets an EZA too, right? There's definitely some Saiyan Saga buffs that they could definitely add during, you know, or during a Saiyan Saga buff like Vegeta and Nappa. But I mean, I know this character's also been getting some popularity, geez, recently in terms of Saiyan Day talk. So I definitely wanted to mention them, but add a little twist because I think, you know, Nappa growing this Cyberman could actually be a really cool, like, card concept, right? Similar to like the LR Cell and Cell Junior's card art. I could see Vegeta and Nappa sitting there, and then the Cybermen, you know, just floating all around the card, if you will. So let me know what you guys think. Definitely quite a few options for Saiyan Day. I just don't see these three characters being an actual focus of Saiyan Day this year, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll have to see. Let me know what you really want to see, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace.